Hey, Chris.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
Oh, yeah, not bad, thanks. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, we'll see how many people join this call because I changed things around and then I didn't have it in my calendar actually. I was like, I'm sure I booked it this today, but so
Yeah, I tried to get it to sync, but somehow it didn't work. So I have to download each time to my calendar. But I
yeah,
do get an email reminder if I've signed up on the WeDoWind platform, which is quite useful. And then I can just click on the link and then it follows through to the meeting.
yeah, that's all right.
Now,
Have you done your summer holidays?
I was just gonna ask you the same. It's funny. No, I have a very late summer holidays. I'm working this week and another 2 weeks, and then I'm off for a little over 3 weeks, so for a long holiday then.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've not, well, I've got like long weekends, so that's how I'm breaking things up. And then hoping for a bigger trip later this year, but haven't planned it properly yet.
Right.
Yeah.
You got the destination in mind, or whether is that open as well?
Well, that's kind of open as well. There's a family trip to Morocco that's my dad's organizing, but at the same time, it's not very clear if it will happen or not now because of
Okay.
other things that are going on. So we might just do something independently and go somewhere else. I don't know. Greece has been tempting me recently. But how about you? Where's your destination?
Now for the summer, it's the usual going back to Sweden and Finland.
Sweden. Yeah.
Um, so that'd be nice, but I've also got a bit of time at the end at home, which is nice. It's usually just you're exhausted after a long day of traveling and then straight back to work. And this time it's going back, and then we can do like a long weekend trip somewhere at home and then get back and then go to work. So I think that'll be a more relaxing finish.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Well, actually, I will be in Finland and Sweden at the end of August because we're doing I don't know if I told you about this before, but the Eurovision cruise that goes from
Oh
Helsinki
yeah,
to
you
Stockholm and back.
you mentioned
Yeah.
when exactly is that actually?
When exactly? Let me check the dates. Fancy joining us?
It'd be good fun, but I don't think it would be great with small kids.
With some small kids. Well, it's the standard boat that goes between. So there are definitely families on board that are like, what is happening here?
Well, we'll actually be on the boat from Helsinki to Stockholm, but that's a bit earlier.
So this is
Uh,
21st, 22nd of August.
oh, we're actually on the boat from the 20th to the 21st. Uh,
Oh, I think you're just missing it then.
yeah. Um,
Should postpone your travel.
we'll be in Stockholm from the 21st, though.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so we're actually arriving in Helsinki on the 20th.
And
And
then
yeah.
you go, it's a round trip or
Yeah, so overnight on the 21st and then overnight back on the 22nd. So we have like a few hours in Stockholm to see some sights.
all right, nice one.
Hey, Phil.
Hi Charlie, how are you?
Yeah, doing all right, thanks. How are you?
Um, yeah, I'm okay. Seems a small crowd today. This is people adapting to the new system. It's actually the first time
Ye-
I've joined in a while, to be fair. It clashes with our demos session that we have in BitBloom, which is like every 2 weeks on a Wednesday.
Right. So because of my postponing things, it kind of fitted with the psych.
Yeah, it's just fallen better this time. Yeah. Um, yeah. But yeah, things are fine. It's just yeah, bit of a summer lull in general.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a few reasons why this call will be very quiet. One is switching to a new system that no one understands. Two is I have not advertised this as a thing. And three, I postponed the dates a couple of times, so people were it's like out of schedule. So also I've not really prepared anything, although I had an idea of what we can do. People were interested.
Okay.
That's good.
So it's very simple. So you might have heard about the Hill of Towie competition. So I ran the one that was, predict the wind speed at a turbine. This is predict the power at a turbine. So the idea of this session was simply to go into the competition, create some notebooks and put some entries in so that the ODE group of people is at the top of the leadership board at some point. So let me share my screen and share the links as well. Oh, where did I? Yep, that's the right screen. Let me try. There's the link for everyone. And we've got a selection of starting points. People have already created notebooks. Probably we want to start with this one. Does it go by score? Book score. So we can all if you, I don't know if everyone's signed up to Kaggle or not, but we can all do this independently and tweak our own codes and then see where we all end up. It might be that we can't completely run them through because effectively you can choose how long a thing runs, and the longer you run it, the better the score. So we can set things up to run nice and quickly now, and then change the timing and see what happens. So yeah, if people can get to this page, you can pick another notebook to copy. But if you sort by public score, then the top one is this HOT autoglue baseline. So I'd recommend copying and edit in Kaggle notebooks. Or you can download and run on your own personal PC. Or copy.
Charlie,
Then, yep.
do you reckon that the winner of this competition would be someone that uses autoglue just like the last one?
I think so. I think it's going to be, well, an AutoML that wins the competition. But I think it will be an AutoML which has had some pre-processing of the data done or some insights added to improve the result. That's my hope anyway. But as you can see, the top score so far is autoglue with selection of signals. In fact, that's and that's it. It looks at it. And a long runtime to 8 hours. So let me change that to 60 seconds and let's see if the notebook runs. It's going to be very disappointing if effectively all these competitions just get won by auto glue on. In fact, if I check the repo again.
And then, is there a way we can incentivize lower run times, for example? Because in the real world, that's a big factor for kind of the models like we're doing and deploying, you know, over kind of 30 sites in a portfolio or something. And really, in practical terms, it ends up not really making a difference whether it has sort of an MAE of 50 or 55. And I'd rather have one of 55 that trains in, you know, 20 seconds per turbine or something, which, you know, is often quite possible, and actually like biases that come in the measurements end up being a bigger issue than those last sort of few kilowatts of MAE. So I don't know if kind of, yeah, the sort of auto ML and this kind of stuff takes a lot longer to train than what other not quite so good models are doing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, part of me thinks, well, for this, the objective of this one is that kind of long-term performance improvements or not type analysis. So like if it takes 8 hours to run, who cares? In fact, if it takes 24 hours to run or 48, you know, leave it running over a weekend. It's just using compute time. Yeah. I think there's yeah, probably something that could be done to incentivize time, or another challenge that takes that into account. Why is it not running? Or is it about? Am I going this time? I think so. Yeah, at the moment, actually this results in third, but with one entry versus 46 that's in first. And with that, effectively you just tweak some things and randomize it. And if you run it 46 times as opposed to once, then you will get a better score. Okay, has it succeeded? Still going. I have found one also catch with these auto ML things is you put in a time limit of like 60 seconds, but then it does 60 seconds of selecting the best model and then 2 minutes of actually running that model. And you're like, yeah, but I only wanted it to run for 60 seconds. Anyone managed to make it run?
I'm getting some assertion error and trying to figure out where it comes from. Looks like the dataset might be slightly different from when this notebook was created, because for this this cell that is removing some columns, that failed for me, saying that none of those columns exist. So I just removed that step.
Oh,
But I think that might be the turbine that is predicted, and the point is that you shouldn't use that data.
I mean, it should be pulling the same data at this step. Or restart it. See what these presets are. Hmm.
Do we have permission to use like any GPT model to debug?
Yeah, sure. It's weird, but called the preset called medium, and then it tells me that's not found.
I just restarted the thing, and it's now running, but it's I think taking more time than the time limit I set.
Oh, complete. Oh, okay, got some answers. Prediction saved. Now where's the submit button so I can find out what score is. Yeah, so I think what I needed to do to make it run quick was, yeah, the 60-second time limit and then reducing bag folds and stacks. I think with the bag folds, if memory serves correctly, that was to reduce the chance of overfitting. So it like runs the model multiple times to check.
Hmm.
Mission file not found. Oh, oops. Manual upload for this mission. 73. Apparently it needs more than 60 seconds to get to a good result.
Hmm. So we're meant to predict on the submission data set, is that right?
So yeah, on the submission data set.
It's got different features in according to scikit-learn anyway.
So yeah, in the training data set, then it's got all of the data for turbine 1. And that data has been removed, so that's I think why it's been excluded here. So effectively it includes parameters that are very much close to or similar to the target variable on that turbine. So in the submission data set, then they've removed the variables that are related to turbine 1.
Okay, so I've got to drop. Drop is
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yep.
Drop anything ending in a 1. That's not a multi-level thing, right? It's just put it after the colon. Yeah, well.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it depends how you read it. Pandas, that's what you do. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I did run it myself and split the training data set into 2, and then I got an almost perfect result. I was like, there's something wrong here. That's because these ones were included.
What we've been doing in time is just we are going to think about 10 different providers who supposedly in some of the data and the discovery was none of them do they just have an interface. So we have to interface.
So huge difference running for 5 minutes rather than 1 minute. Gone from 74 to 45 at least on the training data set, but then that's overfitted. I'll still submit the submission and see.
So it's not as easy as that. It's like we're taking it immediately. But to your point, maybe we need to do some research on achievement. Maybe how to do something like taking in terms of this particular process, a little bit different. If there are findings to screens.
Apparently auto glue on is better than Flamel, given I got a 55 with Flamel and a 50 with auto glue on. And auto glue on was run for less time.
So sorry, I started a notebook from scratch. How do you submit a prediction once you've made it? Do you submit widespread somewhere, kind of your prediction array, or do you calculate MAE being lazy and not looking
There's a
elsewhere?
submit prediction at the
Yes.
top right. There you can just upload it.
Yeah, so if you go to the leaderboard, there's that might be under, yeah, it's under all of them. And then submit, and then you just upload your file.
So I built the so I built the notebook in Kaggle. Just done something very basic, and I guess specify
and we were brainstorming and we had some like really fascinating ideas actually come up. But essentially talking about
So yeah, if you're trying to find the submission on the right, there's the output.
yeah, so I've got the submission CSV. So I've loaded in the submission data and made a prediction on the submission data. Do I then?
So you can do it two ways. One is you can, where was it? Yeah, there's a submit button that you can press, but that reruns the Kaggle code effectively.
Okay.
Or, there's also outputs on the tabs on the right. And if you open up that one and then refresh, and then it should show you submission.csv, as long as you've had that as an output from your code. And you can manually download that, and then you can upload it as a submission.
Okay, and submission.csv, what should that contain? Just like
the prediction, yep. Yeah, so
as like, does it need a
set format?
column title or anything?
So ID as a column and prediction as a column.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So I need to keep the ID in there so it's not timestamp based. I need to
Yeah,
okay.
in fact, so I can see when it outputs, and it's kept the ID as the index, so it is just the two. In fact, I can also just open up the CSV and show you. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually just writing down some notes.
And then it'll work out the MAE for me, will it?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So I can also recommend as a quick check that you basically calculate the MAE on the training data set, because then you've got the target to compare to, and you can just make sure that your result is sensible prior to submission. Because I noticed on this competition as well, they've set a limit of 5 entries per day. So if you're checking if it works on those submissions, then you use up all your submissions for the day.
Yeah. Okay.
See.
So there's a little video room, because they do have to invest in some expensive places. But we have, webinars, do we like? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Okay, so good news on the webinar front is, we can tell us people, so like, how I fix it tomorrow is, because I'm not an expert, I will more be like introduction, why this matters for us. Maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, then I'll pass over to Nancy to overcome about, like say 5 or so minutes to present. From this kind of rest, what look at it. I told her to try to be more storytelling than going straight into technical detail, because he is brilliant. And then I thought we could invite sound speaker, we brainstorm more. And it can not be like huge, if it could more be someone for insurance, we could talk about well, the insurance and status and everything that so I was saying possible recently consider insurance, we said we will not insure any infrastructure assets that they consider kind of best sustainability because it's just and so that's basically the brain it's only for the discussion that it doesn't have the bottom line because the person that is a the words of the words that yeah that's what we were thinking then I'll close but the only thing is I don't know how I'm going to do saying that's more to me but I do that's a bit that level. Yeah. The other thing that we could speak to is how it works with dynamics. There's quite a bit of methodology of processing case that understanding X-rays. We use a tool that's like this particular company is very so well. And then the next phase is you speak to the experts in the ground, so whether it's laws and etc. He will tell you how vulnerable supposed to, you know, what they can take in place. And so there's a adaptation resilience factor that you could invite an external speaker to work on. And I think just inviting my audience skill internally to our team and lunching round. But I could see what do you think about it? So I'm saying that
We've got to have the same number of rows in there, even though there's some missing data, right?
We could basically say adaptation, resilience.
Good question. I think maybe not, because with the entries, basically it compares the IDs and the values, and in the testing, then they've probably excluded where you've got missing data.
Yeah. Actually, I have, right, so I have 52,703 rows, and it says excluding the header, and then it says submission must have 52,704 rows.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Could be a long,
So
long
yeah, you can
search, I guess. Oh wait, oh no, sorry, it doesn't. That's just the ID. Oh yeah, so I got the same. Yeah, okay, that's just the last ID. Sorry, actually, I do have fewer rows. Yeah, so it's I guess yeah, I should just realign my index. Although if I have nans in there, it's going to give me a nan MAE, isn't it? So yeah.
Generally with this software, and we can go on, but I said to them,
A bit of digging to find out what
let me do a bit more research.
rows are missing.
And I'll show that with the and you guys can say it's like the thing is maybe I just come back and think, you know, you don't get some and and then also, I guess the question for you is, does the paper need to be written at the same time as when you launch the web? How does it work? The paper.
yeah, interestingly, I think in my submission then there's a prediction for every ID. Let's just put in.
Yeah, I don't know if whatever you're using has some kind of replace missing kind of functionality, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's some like missing wind speed data on some of the turbines at various times.
Right, maybe you could try just like creating the full list of IDs and just filling with a number or nans and see what happens.
Yeah, it's only 1,000 rows, so probably I'll like just interpolate, I think.
Yeah.
It's not right at the start, not the end. Yeah.
But no one.
You guys want to share what you managed to do? Coming up to the end.
And yeah, I'm just trying to get I just I decided to start from scratch because it's easier to understand my own stuff than anyone else. So
That's someone else's, yeah.
And feels more original. So I just done something very basic, got a random forest progressor, and I've each tree is only using 10% of the samples to make it quicker. 10 estimators. I'm just trying to get a result through. So this says it's just running now. I've checked the number of rows, so hopefully it'll work this time. Probably not going to be very good. But then after that, my plan would be to, well, make the number of estimators larger and then do kind of a feature engineering. See how feature engineering help. Yeah, I'll probably put in a cross-validation score so I can test that on the training. So
Yeah, sounds good. Are you doing it within Sift or not yet? Still in the Kaggle notebook, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
just yeah. So probably it'd be easier to download the notebook so I can, use like Copilot and IntelliSense and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then next stage would be, I guess, to understand the data a bit and see kind of in fact we're planning to make a demo file for Hill of Towie because so on our demo site we have Kelmarsh and Pembrokeshire and Loughbourne. It would be nice to add Hill of Towie as well. And then I would start kind of exploring the data a bit in Sift and see what the correlations are like.
Yeah.
So this is now finished. It says complete.
Finished, yep.
There we go. So with something very basic, we've got 60, which fairly decent. Be only 10 behind.
Exactly.
The leaders for such a basic model.
48-second runtime, very quick.
Yeah.
It's always hard though when you start getting close to the top. The gains become much smaller.
Yeah, you get diminishing returns with these kind of things, and ultimately, there's a limited amount of information in there. Kind of a limited amount of useful information. I forget what the correct data science term is, but actual sort of causal information rather than it just being stochastic issues. And I think, I wonder if putting in terrain data or somehow you could do something fancy with putting in the terrain data of the site and use that. I don't know.
Yeah, I want there to be more physics involved than just shoving in the data and getting the answer. Like, surely if you give it a bit more information about the site, it should get better.
Yeah. And to engineer the right features as well. So I was kind of looking in here and saying, oh, well, this doesn't show the full list. But so you've got the error. Yeah, like 10 and 100 meter wind speed. So maybe sort of calculating a shear factor and a sort of VIA number as well. Whether those, they might be able to use that better than just having the two independent features, for example.
I know last time as well with not with the AutoML, but with the like standard machine learning models, it was useful putting things into like the cyclic coordinates.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's something we usually do, and we have like wind direction, put into constant sign, and then and then in the past, we've done the same for time of day and time of year. But then I know Alex in the last version used solar elevation azimuth, which are probably a better coordinate system than the four like cos and sine components and time of day and time of year.
Yeah, I was just trying to implement them, but I couldn't get Copilot to give me the right the right code to do that.
Mhm. So you're using so you're writing your thing locally, are you? Like writing a Jupyter notebook on your PC and then uploading it?
So I have done that for my entry that I did last week. Then I did that because I wanted to try out Cursor to do the coding for me.
Yeah.
It got carried away, I'll put it that way. It added
What did it do?
it added like 50 new features because I said, "Oh, can you add some features to this?" And it just went, and then the score got worse because obviously it was with the same amount of time, it was trying to fit it to a lot more columns, and they just weren't very helpful columns that it created. To be honest, that was probably my prompts being too broad. It should have been like, do just this one feature.
Yeah. Mhm.
And of course, on my home PC, I think I've probably got a bit more compute power than when you're running within the Peggle environment.
Right. Okay. Mhm.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
can be advantageous on your home PC. How do you get along, Chris?
Yeah, so I was just fiddling for edges in this Kaggle environment. I finally got it to run, but then I figured it'd be nicer to run it locally. So I'm just installing all the dependencies and stuff now. I've not got anything actually running. But I was just looking at the data set a bit as well. So I'll see. I'll try and find some time. I've had this on my mind for ages to make a start. So I think it was good today to
force that start to
make
happen.
a start, to make the start to happen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. How about you, Ella? Manage anything?
I did manage to put in a result. Did slightly worse than you. I still used the orthogonal model which the author used. Just changed a few things because I was having the error. I don't know. It wasn't dropping those columns, so it was like columns didn't exist like Kristen said, and then had to restart. I essentially did what Kristen did and got that to work. Thanks, Kristen. And probably in the future I'll write my own code when I get the time instead of using someone else's model.
Yep. All right. Well, sounds good. Did you get a score on the table, Phil? I can see Ola's. Ola's, yeah, just behind me.
Yeah,
Wait, let me go. I close the page. Yeah. So, all right. 13th out of 14th. 14th
yeah.
example. Yeah. Yeah.
Not better than the sample.
Big example. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, make another run later and
better not leave it there, and otherwise it's not gonna be a great advert for BitBloom's analytics capabilities.
yeah. There we go. Forced you to put in another entry and spend some time on it. All right. Oh well, thanks for joining the session, guys. And yeah, we've got some submissions in, 3 extra submissions. So I'm sure you'll have yours, Chris, too soon. Yeah.
Now my first submission is in. I just need to try to beat your submission, Charlie. So
Yeah.
expect more submissions from me.
Yeah. Well, I think I've got another call in a few weeks' time, so I'll do a bit of advertising for it and maybe plan something and advertise what I'm planning. So there was going to be some data from a turbine so that we could validate some of the static yaw misalignments work, but my understanding is when someone was trying to update the parameters on the turbine, they managed to somehow delete the controller of the turbine. So they're trying to solve that problem. It's a small test experimental thing that the university's got. Yeah.
When is the next meeting scheduled? 20th of August. I'll be away, but I'll be around on the one after that.
Yeah, cool. I might well reorganize that date as well, because I think I might be traveling at the same time. Yeah. Well, have a good summer, guys. And,
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you.
see you around.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.